Right, okay, everyone. Winged Tyranid Prime Time. Push fit models, so they should make the build a bit faster, but there are quite a lot of parts to get through, as you will find when you are collecting Tyranids. Right, let's get ourselves up and running here. So, what we need to do is we're going to start off with parts 4. And number 5, which is the top of the... Oh no, number 3. 3, this part of the head. Now, without a doubt, considering the Tyranid range is quite old now, overall, the most recently released Tyranids, like this one here, they've really kind of stuck to the same aesthetic. Really, they've upgraded and drastically improved the quality of the miniatures, but not so much that the older Tyranid miniatures don't match. Now, if you've got some of the oldest Tyranid miniatures, then you'll probably know that actually they don't really all kind of gel with the newer range, but it doesn't matter. They are just completely cool. I absolutely love them. Right. I think the Tyranid range in general has always been a very good looking range. The other range that always seems to be perfect to my mind is Orcs, but I'll go into that in the future, shall I? Right, I need number 2 now. So definitely the Tyranid range is very, very beautiful. It's very nicely done. I can't really fault it. Nothing really looks, to my mind, nothing that I've seen anyway, looks clunky or weird or out of place. And that can happen with some of the Games Workshop's forces. Sometimes they'll create models for a faction that are just plain baffling and don't suit the faction. A lot of people feel that's the case with a huge number of the Primaris range, looking, quite frankly, too much like action figures. Right, let me make sure I'm getting this way, the right way in. Yep, so that's the top, isn't it? Just trying to work out how this bit slides in right. So make sure that it's like that. Yeah, I think personally I've found that some of the Primaris range looks far too action figure-y for my liking. Right, number 5. And we also need our big body part out here, number 1. Quite a few injection points on here, so just be careful when, first of all, when you're snipping it out, but obviously when you are tidying it up as well, you want to make sure it's nicely done to keep that beautiful organic feeling running. I like looking at severely alien races as well, like Tyranids, just because they're kind of like a lovely combination of insectoid and dinosaur. And they've got elements of both in there. So if you kind of have a good look at their structure, they've got like very hard bony plates. They're kind of, an exoskeleton is frequently on the outside. However, it's quite clear that they are properly armor plate on Tyranids. They are not like an insect's carapace that's holding it all together. This one looks like it. It's going to slide in like this and just checking I've getting that right. That's how it feels at this point, but let's just be... no, actually, it's not. It's going down there. Okay. Anyway, yeah, but if you look at things like the Tyranid rib cage, it definitely infers that it's they've potentially got an internal skeletal structure. Okay, then this little part here is going to hold it all together. I'm sure though it would be nice to read up on an anatomy of the Tyranids in a bit more detail. Anyway, so they've got a very cool look to them. I always like it. And of course, you know, come on, don't be a bad push fit model who is got gaps in you. I really don't like it when push fit models end up with gaps. Be careful when you're pushing it together. Oh well, there's lots of sharp bits that makes it hard to put pressure in the right place to fully get it all to link together. So it seems to have gone together quite all right though. Okay, now to get the legs out. So start with number 7. Number 6 over here. Okay, this one. So although the mold injection point is on the pin, still clean it up, because otherwise it will find it difficult to slot in later. Okay, now this is pushing down to the bottom like so. This one on this side. And you know, it's building quite fast, this, which I'm happy about, because sometimes some builds can take hours and this is going quite fast. Right, getting number 10 out now. Right, just checking where these go. So yeah, the actual long arms go up to the top. Let's get the other, now let's get the wing out, number 8, with the wing going lower down. I think it was quite weird. You think the wings would need to be on the top, but I suppose if they're folded away, they're not going to come to any harm. You can see very clearly on the arms here what I consider to be, I don't know if I'm right about this, but part of the Tyranid's breathing ability. So, you know, I'm pretty certain that's there to get like essential gases, whatever it is Tyranids need to breathe, into the body efficiently. For those who know about insects don't really have lungs, so they need to get air through basically directly. Pretty certain I'm right about that. I'm sure if anyone who is aware of how insects actually work might correct me on that one, feel free to, but I'm pretty certain I'm right about that. Okay, so this wing is going to click pin here. It's like 2 little notches, so it should slide on and kind of lock in place just right. Okay, now number 11. So it looks like it kind of arcs a bit further downwards, this one. Yeah, like so. Right, and then we're coming towards the end of this build, which is good because, well, quite frankly, I've got a lot of other builds to do over the next few days, and I need to get these done fast. Right, let's get this one in. Pop this again. There's a couple of little notches about where it should go on correctly. Just make sure you're getting it in right. If you need to, remove that arm to help you go in. I do think this model's not as good on push fit. It feels like it's kind of springing out quite a lot, which I don't like. Okay, and then finally, put him on his base. Just find the right position as well. And there we go. There is our winged Tyranid Prime. So based upon my experience of Tyranids, he's roughly the same size as a Tyranid warrior. So he's a Tyranid Prime. It's nothing near as big as a Tyrant, which is a very big miniature if memory serves. But there we go, absolutely gorgeous, I love it. And it keeps the aesthetic, so being a new Tyranid model, they haven't, gone away from what works. It still matches the rest of the range with the pre-existing Termagants and Gene Stealers. But I absolutely love this miniature, it looks cool. There we go then. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.